Hey y'all, hey. It's a rainy day, but I just want to talk to y'all about some things that I've been thinking about lately, because I've been having a lot of time over the weekend. I didn't record a lot of content this weekend. It was Father's Day, but we're going to talk today. Alright. So, okay, guys, if you don't know who I am Mentor Milan, and I help women tap back into their feminine energy while also making boss moves. However, sometimes along these ways, we run into issues where we have let ourselves down, but we want to blame everybody else, right? The older we get, the more experience we have, sometimes it's no excuse. And sometimes it is. Sometimes you don't know what the excuse is. You don't know what the reason is because you haven't started the inner work. You haven't started the self-work. You haven't started working on your worth and esteem and so many things and underlying issues that cause you to still deal with the things that you deal with and still accept these type of people in your life. So the one thing that I always stress to people, you always have the right to change your situation, right? So if you're dating somebody and that person, you may have been attracted to that person in that season of when you met them, and that's fine. But not all the time does that person stay who you are attracted to, right? We evolve over time. Sometimes we grow. Sometimes I might be working on myself behind the scenes and he don't even see it. He don't even know it. He don't even know what I'm trying to do. He don't even know where I want to go. And I don't know if that's right of me. Maybe I should tell him, baby, listen, I'm about to start working on myself. And honestly, I did. In my toxic situation, I told my person I was about to start working on myself. And he saw it. You know what I'm saying? So he saw the changes happening. Some of the traits of us being toxic together, I couldn't stop them. But the minute that it set in here, that this ain't what I want to do no more, and I'm wasting too much energy on this shit, I had to go. And it seems so abrupt to somebody from the outside looking in, right? It's like, oh, well, what did they do? What did they do? No, they've been doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been doing it. And I have gotten fed up and I have gotten tired. But now, the point in my life that I'm at now, I know it doesn't take me that long to get tired anymore. That's how I know that I'm ready for something better to come into my life. It's not taking me that long to get fed up. I ain't got a 5-year relationship in me no more that I knew wasn't right since year 1. I don't need you to show me these same traits over and over again for me to know that I don't like those. I don't need to allow you to break a boundary that I set personally by myself. And I don't have to explain to you why it's a boundary. I don't need to allow you to break it and right your wrong, right? I don't need to do that. I don't need your validation. I don't need anything from you. I want you. And I want you to be the better half to whatever I feel like this life should be for me. And outside of that, if you're not contributing more smiles and more laughs and more experiences, and we can have the ups and downs, right? That's going to come. I have ups and downs with my friends all the time. But it's all about how you handle people when you're down. And sometimes we know, most of the time we know, 90% of the time we know that these people are not for us. And I don't know what it is in our mind. And it's not just women. I don't know what it is in our mind that tells us that this person is going to start doing something that they never showed me that they could do in the first place. In my mind, I'm like, damn, did I really think that that person could do it? And then I'm like, why would I think that this person would change? They never were able to display it. They never were able to display that they had those traits in them. Those were traits that I was hoping they had. They were traits that I was hoping that they had to possess, that integrity, that pride, that masculine energy that I needed. Sometimes I was hoping that this person would possess those things, but then they don't. So then guess what? He ain't let you down, baby. You let yourself down because you thought that could do that. And I don't mean to call him that man. You thought that he could do that. Child, please. Okay? So we have to take ownership for how long these relationships continue, and we have to sit back with ourselves and figure out why we could not walk away. And the minute that you figure out why you could not walk away, I promise you, you won't go through that shit no more. And it might be packaged up different, but soon as you get that trait, soon as you get that whiff, that it's something that you've been through before. You know how when something traumatic happened to you, it could be anything. It could be a car accident, it could be a fight, it could be something, but something comes through and reminds you. It's almost like, what is it, rendezvous, right? Where something reminds you of that incident. I want y'all to go that damn hard with these guys and ladies, because this info ain't just for the ladies. Sometimes we don't catch on as quick, but my guys be standing on most business with that. If that girl shows a trait that they don't like, or breaks a boundary that man said that he don't want as his wife, that man will walk away from your ass. And I want my women to have the same type of standards. And no, you do not have to settle. Do not listen to the BS about, oh, it's a shortage in men and this and that. Sometimes the good men may not be the ones that are packaged up the way you want them to be. But men do it all the time, baby girl. That man did not always pick you because he felt like you was the best looking. He probably said, baby, you got good traits, and if I pour into you the right way, then I could probably make you look like something. You gonna start shining anyway. Because when you get a good partner in your life that's healthy and that wants you to have a healthy mental and physical, you're gonna start shining anyway, baby girl. You're gonna look better. That skin gonna clear up. That money gonna start flowing. Your hair gonna start growing. If it don't, you got a little extra money to buy you a wig that's going to do what it need to do. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to keep you together, because guess what? You're going to be a reflection of him. And y'all going to look good together. Together, baby. But the minute that you allow this dude to break the boundaries that you promised yourself, because I had to tell somebody this the other day. I had to tell him the other day, because he said he heard that a lot of people don't want to be in relationships because guess what? If you ain't in a relationship, you could never break up. I said, baby, listen, but you can still get cut the fuck off. Okay? You can still get cut off, though. That's all I want to say. So breaking up is just a word. But if I walk away from you, or if I cut you off, baby, that may hurt a little bit worse than me breaking up with you, because at least with a breakup, it's an understanding. Sometimes if I cut you off, you might not even understand. You might not even remember why we was upset in the first place, because it's going to be so abrupt. Child. So me being in a relationship with you does not mean that I cannot walk out of your life. But what he also was telling me was that if the person don't know that they breaking a boundary, do you owe them to fix it? And it depends on what that boundary is for you. Your boundary is something that you promised yourself when wasn't nobody else listening. I know what I promised myself. And every time that I've broken a promise to myself, that situation has gotten worse and worse and worse. That's like if you are Christian, if you are spiritual, and you know that God is in you, if you know the universe is in you, right? You know these things. So the minute that you let yourself down, that's almost like letting God down. That's almost like letting your higher being down. If you know that a part of your religion and spirituality is in you, and you let yourself down, you are letting your God down too. That's why you don't put people on no pedestal above you. You don't do none of that until that thing is covered by God. Then you could put your husband above you and things in that order, right? But until then, you do not do things like that, because that could break you down too. It can break down every part of you the minute that you start to cherish somebody more than you cherish yourself. And all of this rolls back to self-worth. It all rolls and ties in together, and I just need y'all to do better. I need you to do better. Baby, we out here on these dating apps still selecting the same type of people that we just got out of relationships and away from. What are y'all thinking? Listen, baby, I don't want no traits of the same thing right after I come up out of something terrible. I don't want no traits of it, baby. I don't want the same hair. I don't even want the same cologne. I don't want nothing to remind me of that person. I don't even want that to talk the same. I don't even want, baby, when I tell you I went so far left with it, child, please. The only thing that was the same was the skin complexion. Baby, I was traumatized. I ain't got time. I don't have time. But what I do have time for is to pour into me. What I do have time for is to find out the things that I like again. What I do have time for is to figure out what I want for me out of this life and make the best of it while I am here. It is a raining, pouring mess. I had so much to do today. So much to do as far as social media. That's why I'm recording this video, because I had to make a ride. I went home because I just knew that it was time to get started with content creation. And I didn't even have a plan today on what I was going to do. I ain't even going to lie to you. But this morning, before I even got up out the bed, one of my besties called me. And she reminded me of a conversation that I had. And that thing sat on me so deep this morning. And I appreciate her for even calling me and pouring it out. Because you got to get it out sometime. And sometimes, you know, like you be the vent. But you gotta close that vent sometimes so what they say, so it don't spill off into other rooms. Sometimes you gotta close them vents around you. Just let it dump it out, and then we gonna dispose of it. We gonna get rid of it. And that's what I had to tell her today. Get it all out. And then we done with that. Because you holding on to that, and you keep circulating that bad air around your house, girl, you gonna stay sick. You know what I'm saying? You gonna stay mad. Your energy gonna stay bad. That same shit flowing through that AC system, and all it's doing is pouring back out, and you breathing it right back in. That's like dumping it into a paper bag and you inhaling it. You just keep putting it back in. Baby, no. You done let it out. You done threw it up. You done vomited, and it's over. Dispose of it. We don't want nothing to do with it no more. Anything that don't serve you well, it should go. It should go away. So, I just hope you guys take whatever you can from this video. I gotta run in my salon real quick and drop off this ring light to my daughter. I hope you guys like and subscribe to this video. I might do a little vlogging today because I think me and my other daughter gotta go get our nails done because we looking a little like we need to get it done. But child, please don't let these people tear you down, child. Please. Don't be out here looking like what you're going through. But I'm going to see y'all on the next one, okay? Bye.